Okay. Thank you, Corbu. No one told me that my mic was muted for 26 minutes. We've got new people in chat, and no one thought to tell me for 26 minutes that my microphone was muted. How long has it been muted? Was it muted the entire time? Why would I know? Why would I choose to be silent for 26 minutes? Thought we were just waiting. If you guys were still waiting, I would have been on the starting soon screen. I switched to having my model up. Why would... And not that it's your fault. I just... In future... Yet no, I wouldn't switch to being here and having my model up. Oh, I've been talking so much. Sometimes OBS like disconnects from my microphone and just forgets that I have a microphone plugged in. It's happened a few times, but usually people like tell me within like the first 30 seconds if I'm muted. And then I am like, oh, yep, OBS forgot my microphone existed again. Oh no. I said so much stuff. If I'm ever AF1, I wouldn't, just for future reference, if I come off the starting soon screen, then we're not still starting soon. Stream has started. And if I ever have to go, I switch to the be right back screen. I wouldn't be here and AFK. For future, you wonder why no one was spawning. Well, I didn't ask anyone any questions. I was just talking about what I'd been doing in the week that I was gone. And people kept chatting. You guys were still chatting while I was talking, so I was like, yeah, there's people here. There's like so many new people in chat, so now I'm really embarrassed, and also like I get really frustrated when I have to like repeat things, like even just like one sentence. So I have to repeat like 20-30 minutes worth of stuff. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. Oh, yeah, let's go back to the other screen. No, I can't not repeat, because it's all important stuff. So, let's go back to the other screen, and then we'll just pretend like none of this happened. And I'll try and remember everything I said in the exact same order that I said it in. How about that? Okay. Hello, hello, my lovelies. Welcome, welcome in. Happy time zones. Happy Monday. I hope you've all had a good weekend. It's been about 8 days since the last stream. I don't normally go a week without streaming. Hi, Corpse. But we had a heat wave. We're still in the heat wave. It sucks. Oh my god. So I can't stream in here if it gets to like over 23 degrees. Which it has been. It's been 30 degrees. So, streams weren't happening because obviously if I have to, stream in here, then I have to have the door shut, which just traps the heat in here with me. There's a reason why Green calls my bedroom a hell portal. So, today's 21. It's currently 24 in my room because it's always around 2 to 5 degrees warmer in here than it is outside. But hopefully we'll be streaming this week. Streaming today. I don't have a straight stream schedule, but the only days that it's going to be under 23 are today and Tuesday and Thursday, so probably those days. Oh my god, what was the first thing I said? I was talking about not streaming. And of course, because, you know, the UK's having a heat wave, there's the plethora of people saying that 28 degrees isn't that hot. And then you also have the plethora of people who admit that they thought 23 Celsius wasn't that hot because they live somewhere, you know, China, California, Australia, somewhere that gets like 40-degree summers, who have now come over to the UK and are like, oh, what? No, how is 40 degrees Celsius in California fine and 28 degrees Celsius in the UK feels like I'm dying? I'm like, because we have horrible humidity. It's bad. So, yeah, there was no streams last week because if I'd stayed in here trying to stream with the door shut, I would have given myself heat stroke. So I didn't even stay in my bedroom the whole week. The evenings, the last few days, I've had to retreat downstairs because it was horrible, disgusting in here. So, but welcome in. I would love to scroll to the top of chat and say welcome to everyone like I usually do, but I don't know if it will let me scroll back that far. Let's see. Welcome in, Julia. Welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat, Baby Girl Maloney. Welcome in, Ick. Welcome in, Corpse. Welcome in, Midromiel. Welcome in, Hyacinth. Welcome in, Cirrus. Welcome in, McGee. Owl from the Meadow. Thank you for the first time chat. Welcome in, Jones. Welcome in, Danny. Welcome in, Kat. Welcome in, Eric. Welcome in, Ali. Welcome in, Noel. Welcome in, Corbu. Welcome in, Dallas. Struggling. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, Olivia. And also the first time chat, as well as the follow, thank you. Welcome in, Alexa. Let me scroll further. I think that's everyone. I think that's everyone who's chatted. Oh, welcome in, Toby. Welcome in, Starlight. That's everyone everyone's names that I can see. And welcome in anyone who is lurking to what will be part 1 of playing Deltarune Chapter 3. We recently just replayed Undertale. That was my 3rd time playing Undertale and 3rd time playing Deltarune Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Because I wanted to play Chapter 3 and 4 as soon as they came out, but got the other chapters and games done first, or redone first, because a bunch of you in chat were not familiar with either just Deltarune or Deltarune and Undertale, and I didn't want you to be confused. Will I replay them again when Chapter 5 comes out? I don't think so. IGN's reported that Toby says Chapter 5 is coming out in 2026, and I'm gonna be real, I don't think I want to replay 5 games. Like 4 chapters of Deltarune plus Undertale next year. I don't think I want to do that. So, probably won't be replaying them next time, so apologies in advance to anyone who joins after we finish these streams. But before Chapter 5 comes out. If you missed me replaying any part, I think I've got almost all the VODs exported over to YouTube now. I have a Divine by Prince VODs channel which has a backup of all of my streams on there. There might be a couple missing. If there's a couple missing, you can still find them on Twitch to watch. I just need to get them exported across. Spoilers, actually, Danny, thank you for saying that, because that reminds me, Jackson Vanna, thank you so much for the first time chat. If you want to tell me how to pronounce that, feel free to. And same with everyone else. We've got quite a few first time chatters and followers in today. If any of you guys want to let me know a name, nickname, a shorter version of your username that you like being called, feel free to let me know. And I have a bad memory, so I probably won't remember, but you can tell me anyway, and I'll try. If it's a shortened version of your username, that's probably the easiest thing for me to remember. Thank you for letting me know. And yes, I did my intro, because there's so many new people in. Wowery, yes. Because there is so many new people. Welcome. I don't know if you've all come over from YouTube or the Patreon Discord, or if Twitch is recommending me to people. Yes. Jax, it might be. Where is he? Here he is. Don't, Al, you can't say the word, you can't type the word machine. That's a vocal stim curse. I have the real plush sitting on my bed. I pre-ordered him. I thought he was gonna be the same size as Makeship's regular plushies. No. Makeship plushies are usually like, hang on, I've got like a couple on my desk. Because I've got a couple of the Welcome Home ones and the Eidolon Mantis and Toontown ones. Like 20 inches when they're sat. Gabriel's like, not 20 inches, sorry, 20 centimeters, Christ. Like 20 centimeters, 8 inches. The Gabriel one is like, like a foot? I don't know. It's like 3 times the size. I thought it was gonna be the same size. He's huge. I don't know what I said to make you think of Tim Tam. But oh, you misheard? That's fine. I love Smile for Me so much. I think I've played it 3 times on stream, and I don't know how many times off stream. No, I love Smile for Me. I have a few different this isn't my usual model, by the way. My usual model, which I don't have on hand right now. Do I? No, that's the old PNG. Hang on. My usual model I don't normally have open when I'm playing games, because it requires VODOTube to be open, which is a whole separate program, and my PC is like 15 years old, and it doesn't do very well with having VODOTube open while I'm playing a game, but I'll pop it open for a second. We'll see if it wants to pop open. But I have a few different models for when I've played different games, which is why we're in this model right now, which is my Undertale style model. But I have a Smile for Me style model that I made, both sad And then the happy you found my crown version. That would be my mission quest. I've lost my crown, go find it, and then I'll give you something. I made like a whole little ref sheet. I forgot what it was. I think it was like, I give you like a penny. Some kind of old coin. If I was a character in Smile For Me. Yeah, that's not my model. That's the default VRTube model because it didn't want to open and crashed. Give me a second. Here we go, where am I? Where's my usual form? Come on. There I am, hi. Here we go. Here I am. Don't! Jackson! Okay, multiple things going up in chat. So Smile For Me is a video game, Tim Tam is a character from Smile For Me, someone asked. You. How dare 2 new people come in and try and activate vocal sims? Cause I mean, I haven't said machine in a while. I do have a Gabriel ASMR roleplay. No one's seen that one. But the Pot of Greed, I've been quoting that so much. I remember watching that video years ago and cry laughing, and then forgot all about it, and then it popped back up on my radar a couple months ago, and chat knows that I've been quoting it. I think I kept saying it while we were doing the Spampton fight last week. That's what it do, Yugi. It's just, it goes on forever. It's these people playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In VR chat, but not properly. And, just the whole clip, specifically the Pot of Greed, to draw that lets me draw 3 additional cards from my deck. You never saw this coming. My turn, it's been your turn. For so long. But anyway, this is the regular form. I missed some- hang on, I got my phone up now so I can scroll back and chat easier. Well, thank you for hopping over from Patreon shortly. I haven't played Great God Grove yet. I can't remember if I bought it. I want to, but I don't think my PC will be able to do it, so I'm kind of like waiting till I get the new PC, which was supposed to happen for my birthday. For my birthday, my dad agreed and promised that he would find PC parts for me. I'm buying them and paying for them, I just wanted him to help me research them, because the current PC I have, me and my dad built together, and he's built all of his PCs and my siblings' PC. It's been a month since my birthday. I keep asking if he... Yeah, it hasn't. It just hasn't. I don't want to sound like I'm being mean. I don't want to sound like I'm being mean about it. It's just, obviously, I wanted it in time for my... I just wanted him to source, you know, be like, hey, this is the processor you should get. This is the graphics card you should get, blah, blah, blah. And then I was gonna, buy them all myself. And, yeah, I got to, like, a week before my birthday, and he was like... I just feel, like, I feel guilty asking him about it. But then, especially because then when it came up to my birthday, he's like, yeah, I haven't done it because you putting your birthday as, like, a deadline, like, put too much, like, pressure on me. Can you not have it be a birthday thing? And I was like, oh, okay. When can we do it? I don't know when. And I feel guilty if I keep asking. At the same time, it's like, I didn't ask you to buy me anything. I just asked if you could Google something for me. Because I just don't know anything about PC parts. So yeah, I don't know when that's... I don't know when it's happening. It was meant to happen a month ago, and we're still on the 15-year-old PC. So, it does okay with the Deltarunes because it's 2D pixel art. It's not like it's having to render much. But, yeah, most... Not that I play that many games, but even, like, I can't play Power Simulator on this PC. It lags it way too badly. VR chat is laggy, but kind of can... I mean, VR chat on PC mode, I don't have a headset. VRChat kind of, if I like lower a lot of the settings, it struggles through it. Web phishing, if I have it more open for more than a couple hours, it starts to crash. Yeah. Even smell for me it struggled with. And that's like 3D environment but 2D sprites. So hopefully soon, you know, we'll have that sorted. Catching up with chat. Oh god, Green and Monksy got every piece of Exodia. What look you have to have for that? Christ, okay, I think that's everything in chat. I'm gonna pop this model away. Well, I'll keep it up till we get to the game. So yeah, thank you guys for hopping over. I didn't do my intro, you distracted me from it. I am assuming most people who hop over here are coming from YouTube, Discord, Patreon, my audio stuff. But you do not have to know what any of that is to watch my streams, but just be aware of it because we will inevitably start talking about it. Got acquired a few new people. First time chatters, followers, lurkers, so welcome in. If you don't already know me, you can call me Prince. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a neurodivergent trans vampire man. You're welcome to become one of my children of the night. I'm an 18+ content creator, voice actor, and illustrator, as well as a VTuber and variety streamer. I post 3 weekly ASMR roleplay audios every week on my YouTube, both as fandom characters from things such as Baldur's Gate, Marvel, Arcane, Call of Duty, Cookie Run, and more, as well as original characters and scenarios. And I post 2 exclusive Not Safe for Work audios every month over on my Patreon. All my socials are listed on my card. If you type !socials in chat, a bot will pop the link up for you. And I also have an Etsy shop by the name of Empty Masks, where I sell original art and fan art. I try to stream most weeks on Twitch. We took last week off because of the heat wave. I don't have a strict stream schedule. I normally try and do Mondays. I won't be doing next Monday because I have a doctor's appointment. We'll see what happens with that. They rang me right before stream, like, hey, you put in a form again asking about the thing that we like keep not giving you answers on, so the doctor wants you to come in. And I'm like, that's fine, because finally it's actually going to be with the first guy I saw about this problem, and not like 5 different doctors when they just won't keep me with the same guy. Every time I go in it's like a different person, and then I have to like start from scratch with them, and then it never goes anywhere. I did get the blood test results back, which I'm not very good at reading them, but if it says like no further action needed under the thing, I'm guessing what that means is I don't have celiac, which yay. But it's like the doctor who actually like signed me up for that blood test said if you don't have it, we'll refer you to the hospital because then we need to find out why you're in pain all the time. But then a different doctor texted me saying if you do have it, we'll refer you to the hospital. And I'm like, what? So the first guy said we'll only refer you if you don't have it, and then the second guy said we'll only refer you if you do. So now if I don't, am I getting the referral or not? I don't know. So I shot them a message again, and I feel like I'm bothering them. Right? Like, I just feel like they're annoyed with me and they don't want to talk to me. So I was like very apologetic, like, I'm really sorry if I'm bothering you in my message, just to... Which I know I shouldn't be sorry, that's their job, but you know. And they rang, and I was like, they're supposed to text you back in 48 hours. And it's been like 3 days, and I was like, I'll leave it a couple more days. And then we'll see, because I need answers to like, am I getting the referral or not? Also, regardless of if I do or not, what am I meant to do about the pain in the meantime? Because the painkillers they prescribed me finally work. I finally got painkillers that work. However, I get a side effect from them, which is no sleep. Just insomnia. Which it does say that's one of the possible side effects, and I sure get like... So, if I take them, it's the choice between being in pain or getting no sleep tonight. Which is not the choice I want to be making. So, you know, I want to know if I'm getting the referral, and I want to know if I should still keep taking these painkillers, because I can't sleep if I take them, in which case, should I stop taking them? Are you going to give me something different? Help, please, that would be nice. So, I don't know, they just said, can you come in on Monday? This doctor wants to see you, and I was like, oh my god, thank god. Because that's the guy I saw the first 2 times about this issue, and then just disappeared into the mist, and I never saw him again. So I'm like, actually yes, because he was nice to me. Whereas the people I've seen since have just seemed like they didn't know what they were doing. So, hopefully that will go okay. So there won't be a stream next Monday, because I'll be at the doctor's. Because, like, right in the middle of the day, so. But yeah, this week, probably Tuesday, Thursday, if I stream more this week. Because the other days are gonna be too hot. So. I like to meet Tuesday. Yeah, I wish I could have kept seeing him. And then that just didn't happen, so. Yeah. For those that don't know, because Julia's in chat, because we got a bunch of new people. Let me do my Julia shout out. If you don't get sick of seeing me over here, or you're in like an American time zone and the time I stream is a bit early for you, don't worry. I'm normally annoying Julia over on her channel. My lovely partner Julia is also a streamer, artist, and does ASMR roleplays like what I do on YouTube, but obviously with female characters. Her art and audio commissions are both currently open. She also streams on Twitch. You can click to follow her if you would like. Her audio ASMR channel link is also in chat. She's got Patreon memberships as well, where you can get exclusive Not Safe for Work audios and Not Safe for Work art. Is no way you're able to regress the same doctor? No. I mean, you can ask, but if he's not... Here's the thing. The way that, like, UK, or at least English doctor's offices work is you can only get an appointment. I was quite surprised they rang up and said he wants to see you in person, because usually the only way you get an appointment is you have to ring on the day of. Yeah, you can only get same-day appointments, so you have to sit by the phone, because that's the only way to make the appointment. Like, let's say your doctor's office opens at 8, so you're sat by the phone at, like, 8 o'clock waiting for the time to tick from 7:59 over to 8, and then press the call button at the same time that everyone else in your area is also pressing the call button trying to get through, and then you're fighting through, and you probably won't even get through. Right? Like, you'll be lucky if you either get straight through or you get put on the hold queue, but the hold queue only holds like 20 people, so if you were the 21st person, you just won't get connected. I've had days where where it shows like I've rang them more than 40 times in like the span of like 5 minutes trying to get through, and then I just can't, and then no. By the time I get, by that point you just have to give up because you're not getting through. Or, by the time you get through, if it's like 8:15, they just tell you all the appointments have already gone. Because they've already gone by that point. So, you can ask if you get through to see a specific doctor. However, they have different doctors there every single day. There's no, like, regular doctors. They're, like, we're so... And I'm not blaming doctors for this, like, we're so fucked. Like, doctors are not being paid enough. And there's also such, many doctors, I guess, leaving the NHS to go work for private healthcare. I know that's what's happening with dentists. So what that leaves is also, like, not enough doctors for how many patients there are. If I do get that hospital referral, I'm not looking forward to it, because, I mean, you guys, most of you were there through the last referral I had to the hospital, which was for my draw issues, which, I was referred to the hospital in March of 2024, and the appointment was in December of 2024, because that's how long the wait list is. It never used to be like that before COVID, but COVID really fucked things up, and then obviously our fucking government doesn't give a shit about the NHS, so, our doctors are being paid too little and being forced to overwork too many hours, is where we're at. So, Yeah. 40 weeks to wait for a doctor to tell me that I'm gonna have to, that I need an MRI, which took another month before I could have the MRI. And then the saga of then them just not sending me the results, and I had to try and chase them up, but the phone number wasn't public anywhere, so I kept having to go, like, call the regular hospital lines and being told no one could help me, or being given numbers that I then called that then weren't the right numbers or weren't the right department. No one ever picked up, having to go in person multiple times and get different numbers. I had like 7-8 different phone runs by the end of that saga. Just to be told, oh yeah, oh, he should have sent you didn't get them? Okay, well, I'll tell him he should send them off. And then I still heard nothing, so then I rang them back weeks later like, hey, do you have my results? They're like, oh, we sent them to you, because they send them in a physical letter. They're like, we sent them to you last time you rang up. I'm like, if you did, I didn't get them. So they had to send them again, and then I got them, and they were fine. Nothing was wrong. Nothing was wrong with my brain. Physically. But boy, did I have to spend almost a year from when I was told that there might be something wrong with it until I got the all clear. What a horrible year. Oh, Corpse, you're right. Where is Carlisle when you need him? I don't give a shit about Twilight. I've never liked Twilight. I never watched it. I never wanted to get into it as a kid. But Julia has a soft spot for it. So I have now seen some of the Twilights, and while I still don't like them, I can agree with Carlisle. Yeah, that. Yeah, please. That's. If he could be my doctor, that would be fine. I was in a doctor's office once where there was a Dr. Cullen listed on the doctors that were there that day. I mean, if only, right? His first name wasn't Carlisle though. So, hi Rocio. You might be like, oh, were you talking for an hour? No. Well, yes. Well, no. The mic was muted for like 30 minutes. So we're doing everything again. Welcome in. What have I been doing in the week I've been gone? That's what we're meant to be talking about. Right. So, cookies, mostly. Cookie and stickers. I'm drowning in them. Yeah, Green drew me drowning in them. I think I said, like, they were like, what, you know, because I have the full, like, height chart, naked ref sheet I made of all my ODOCs a few months ago, and, someone was like, oh, I can't wait till Rudolph gets added to that, and I was like, oh, he will. Him and Barnaby will, but, like, I gotta do all these Cookie Run stickers that I'm wading through first, and so, Green very nicely, made a depiction of it, where is it? Twitch is, I don't actually know. Green sensed out that they were naked. So it's fine, right? It's me. I'm clinging, yeah, oh yeah, I was clinging to a life raft, which was the Sinking Town animatic, because I was like, I've got all these cookie stickers to draw, but I really want to do the Sinking Town animation meme really badly. So I'm trying to cling onto that like a life raft while I'm drawing these cookie stickers, but meanwhile, Rudolph and Barnaby are like haunting me like ghosts because they need to get drawn. And Green was like, well, now I need to draw that, I guess. Thank you for the response. I won't leave that on screen very long. Yes, Artfight's up. We need to talk about Artfight. Thank you so much for the response to the Sinking Town animation meme. I might just read the description I wrote. I've been trying to make animation memes for a long time. I have sketchbooks with, like, full-length storyboards. I have
a full-length storyboard for an animatic that I wanted to make back in 2019 for 2019 for Deltarune. It was gonna be on Lancer, and then his relationship like with his dad and rules. Fully storyboarded to the vocally song Hitorin Envy, so it wasn't gonna be a very happy one. I have a full storyboard of that in a sketchbook somewhere from like 2018, 2019. I have so many animatics and animation memes that I've wanted to make for a long time. And I didn't because at first I was still at university and I did not have the time. And then also I just wasn't confident enough with my art that... There's some that I started actually fully making the art for, and then never finished because I just got too insecure that it was like, oh, my art's not good enough. You know, the way that I draw people isn't good enough, like no one's gonna want to see this, and even if people do see it, it's gonna look terrible. I think it looks terrible, so then I never posted any of them. But Singing Town sure got stuck in my head, and I was like, well, I wouldn't have to animate much, I just have to draw still images. And this year has really been a big turning point for me in my art. Late December, early January, I started drawing a lot more, and drawing my OCs more, and also drawing Not Safe for Work art for the first proper time. I drew Not Safe for Work art a little bit back in 2020, 2021, like 4 pieces, and then stopped. But genuinely getting back into making Not Safe for Work art has helped me so much. Like, just get very better at anatomy a lot quicker. And I felt this year for the first time actually happy with my art, which has never happened before. So I don't think I would, if the Singing Town trend had happened any other year, I don't think I would have been able to get the animation meme done, but, yeah, this is the first year I've been happy with, well, thank you. That's not me trying to fish for compliments, either, like, not class number, well, yes, I've done life drawing classes, by Not Safe for Work, I mean, like, fully, like, sexual, not, like, just nude. But honestly, I think also just doing the height chart, for all of my OCs, which there is a censored version and an uncensored version, when I was drawing that, so one, that was, like, draw every single one of my OCs, right? Full body. But then also getting to actually draw different body types and explore them properly, because in some of the thumbnail art, especially Satins, they look skinnier than they should be, like, and if you look at my older thumbnail art, like if you look at like Ambrose and Satin's art versus Lucian or Barnaby's or Rudolph's thumbnail art, I think the more recent ones look better, mostly because the other ones I made myself draw Ambrose's thumbnail really, really big. Really big. And I've never been someone who can draw big. Like, when it comes to actual pencil on paper, I naturally draw so small. And if I had to fill an A4 sheet of paper, I would struggle so much. But I never thought that would also apply to digital. I always try and draw big because I'm always thinking in terms of, I want to be able to print this out and it not be blurry. But I was just looking back and I was like, the drawing of Barnaby looks better than anything else that I've been doing lately. And I did that drawing a year ago. And I think they just look better. Is it just because they're smaller? Yeah. Yeah. Since I've let myself draw smaller this year as well, instead of forcing myself to try and draw A4 size, in case I ever want to print it out one day. Which I haven't. I haven't printed them out one day. That's helped letting myself draw small. I just instantly, because for some reason as soon as I draw bigger, even digitally, you're like, yeah, but you can zoom out. No, because it's different. The pixels look different. I just can't do it. I forgot why I opened my website. Well, thank you, Corbs, for looking around my website. For those who don't know, I do have a website, often on stream. if I'm not playing games, I will be working on coding this. It's made via NeoCities, meaning it is actually coded myself. If I heighten the DPI, I always draw at 300 DPI. You don't, there's never any need to draw bigger than that, because that's 300 is what you need if you're going to print something out. There's no reason to ever draw bigger than 300. If people that don't know, I code my own website on NeoCities. I've been working on it. Oh my god, has it been over a year now? Hang on, NeoCities will tell me how long it's been. It's been such a joy. It's been such a wonderful thing for me to get into. June 7th. It's been over a year! Oh my goodness. NeoCities is a free website builder, but not like Wix or Card. There's no elements you get to drag and drop in. You have to code it yourself. Which sounds daunting. It was, but I've had so much fun. I didn't know how to code at all before I started, and all I used to learn was a mix of NeoCities' own tutorial and searching W3 schools or Stack Overflow forms if there's something that I didn't understand, and just looking at other people's code, just right-clicking and viewing page source and just seeing like, okay, how did someone do this? And also, a lot of what I have is built off other people's free codes that is free for you to use. It's not entirely coded from scratch. Some of the pages are, most of the pages are not. When I'm not, I have previous VODs you can go back and look at if you want a full me explaining coding stuff. I can't do that right now because I'm supposed to be playing a game, and it's already, how is it already almost 6 PM? I don't stream later than 8 PM. I was meant to start stream at 1. Here's what happened today. I was meant to start stream at 1. And then I just really wanted to finish my Artfile profile ID card, but then in order to finish that I needed to finish updating Solus's reference sheet. And so I did all of that, and then I needed to eat lunch, and then somehow it was 4 PM, but somehow now it's 6. So I guess I didn't start streaming until it was 5. I don't know how that happened. I don't know where that hour went. The plan was, I normally stream at 1, and then we get like 4 to 6 hours of stream, not 2. I don't know how much game I'll get done in 2 hours. But if anyone ever is curious when you're poking around my site, if you want to have a poke around, I have a page called Explore the Web, which is all the resources and stuff that you could need or want for making a site, split into different categories. We've got website building resources and coding help, free website layouts and templates, widgets, games, and interactive elements to add to your site, graphics resources, generators, tutorials, web communities you can join, other like text guides and manifestos, free art tools and programs, and then just other fun random sites. Most of the code on my site is from Stadial's free layout generator, but there's a bunch of free codes that you can find, and then you just copy paste them into your site, and there you go. And then just mess around with it. See what happens, like, oh, if I change this, what does this do? Oh, okay, that's the background color. Okay, if I change this, what does that do? Okay, that's the text color. But like this page is this theme. Just edited a lot. But you know, that's I wasn't fishing for compliments with my art. I'm happy with where my art's at right now, although obviously sometimes I still get imposter syndrome and stuff. Like, I'm really not happy with how Ambrose's face looks in the third drawing from the animatic when he's like side profile looking at Johan. I can't draw Ambrose's side profile. Every time I draw his side profile it looks terrible. But overall this year is the first time I've been happy with my art. And I was happy with quite a few of the pieces I did for Artfight last year as well. I would say it started last year. But me saying like I wasn't confident enough to share my art anywhere, you haven't seen what my art looked like in 2018. And it probably wasn't the worst, but you know. Yeah, I was thinking about the height chart. What month did I draw the height chart? Because I was saying that that was a really nice turning point, I think, for me in my art, because as I was... Well, like Eric just said, yes, Art Fight has also helped me be more confident in my art, especially last year's Art Fight. But also doing the height chart, and as I was doing it, I was just gonna draw it and then reveal it at the end, but then I got talking with people in my Discord, and I started sharing each character as soon as they were finished being drawn, and you guys were so sweet and so supportive, and also like getting excited and thirsting over each person, but we're also just so excited about the different things I was adding to their bodies, because I was finally getting to draw them properly. What month did I have a whole art gallery on my web? We have both an art gallery on my website, which is all the art I've drawn, and the fan art museum, which is all the art people have drawn for me. But yeah, I mean, all the ghost drawings and the cookie run stuff and my model. There's Gabriel. There's some... they're not safe for work art on it. Again, the site is 18+. These streams are 18+. The 18+ art is censored unless you click on it, and then it will show you the uncensored version, so, like, beware. Okay, here we go. And which one's the uncensored version? Okay, there's a full naked version, and then there's a censored version. The censored version, they're all wearing, like, a tank top and pants, underwear, so. But the reason why nipples also censored out, because, like, I'm gonna be equal to all of them. Like, some of them have top surgery, some of them don't, some of them are cis men. One of them's a cis man. But also certain websites don't let you show, like, bare chests regardless of the gender, so... There's the full... I know it needs updating, because we've got more boys. But doing this, and there's still some drawings on here I'm not super proud. Lucian, I don't think looks right. Johan doesn't look right in my brain, but I love Arden so much. And it was fun. I didn't have some of them, like, yes, I know this is how this character's body is and this is how this character's body is, but some of them, you know, were made up on the fly as I was drawing. And it was also real nice hearing just, like, you guys supporting me, letting them be such a range of trans mask bodies. Because that's something I always wanted to do and show. So yeah. That's very sweet that you like looking at Arden's Ref McGee. I really like looking at every time you draw Arden. And that's very sweet, Rocio. I always find it very sweet when people... There's been a few times now where people have joined the Discord and then been very, very sweet about saying that, like... Because we do have a bunch of people sharing art in my Discord, and people saying that, like, it's inspired them to want to draw more, made them want to draw more, because everyone is so nice and supportive, and you are also nice and supportive, so thank you for, helping my Discord stay a nice place, because that's not just me doing that, you know? If all you guys were assholes, it wouldn't be a nice place. Thank you for not being assholes. Forgot I was feeding Mori in the pet section. Yeah, and that's true. If you ever miss Mori, you could go feed him. Where are we? He's on the homepage as well. You can feed him in multiple places. There he is. You can give him pets. I don't honestly like the feed button because it has like a scary mouth. But you can click on him and it gives him little pets. You can wash him. He's in the shower now. Oh fine, I'll feed him. Wait, I don't have enough coins. I can't feed him. I spent it all on putting him in the shower. probably for the best. But yeah, also if you go on the fan art museum, which I need to update, I haven't updated it for like a month maybe. Any one of these pages could have not safe for work art on it. Not all of them do. The straw page drawings definitely don't. All the silly stuff people have sent me on straw page. Some of it might be missing because straw page glitched out and lost a bunch of drawings, but it's working now. Gosh, I wonder who could have drawn this one. It says super anonymous on it, so like, I guess we'll just never know. Like, I guess we'll just never know, right? I do have a straw page. I'll pop it in chat. So if you want to send me a little doodle anonymously, or you can sign it if you want. Obviously if you send art to me, it doesn't have to be via straw page. But yeah, all my straw pages is just to have that drawing widget. I don't have an Ask the FAQ widget because I have Tumblr. If you want to send me a question, send it there. Yeah. Wow, it is lagging. I haven't checked it in a while, but yeah, no, this was literally just to be here, just to have the drawing box thing, and I thought it would be fun. This felt like more painful to organize than coding. You drag and drop things into this, kind of like with cards. It's so finicky, and things like, when you try to resize things, it just kind of breaks a bit, and this was worse than coding. This frustrated me so much more than some of the actual pages I've coded. But someone left a very sweet comment on my website saying that I guess they were googling Charoka figures and found my web shrine for them and was like, thank you, because this is like, I was trying to find information and your website was actually a really good source. I'm like, thank you. I'm glad one of my dumb little shrines I'm glad a shrine I made for some figurines that I wanted when I was 7 years old helped you do research. What I love making straw pages. Maybe it's my computer then that didn't like it, but every time I was trying to resize anything, it just glitched. It just was like, nope, we're gonna have it be a different size than what you just selected. And moving things around sucked. It felt so much harder than dragging things around on card. Like, dragging things around on a card page, fine, easy. Straw page didn't feel like that. It felt terrible. In my opinion, for me, personally. Every time I tried to move something or said something, it just broke. And then obviously the day that I made my straw page was the day that the art feature went down and stopped sending anyone any art, and the developer was just like, yeah, I don't know when I'll fix it. And then the developer put out a statement saying that they weren't gonna fix it. And then the next day it was fixed, so it's like, why did you say you weren't gonna do it? And then the next day it's fixed, but seemingly lost all of the art that people had been sending for like that month or two that it was down. The only reason I have By Nightfall's art is because they took screenshots of the art before they sent it, and then sent me the screenshots. Straw page does not show that I ever received any of the art from By Night. So I don't know what's going on there. Oh my god, it's been an hour 20. What I don't want to do is, I have had a bad habit in the past of streaming until like 8 PM, 9 PM before having dinner, and that's not good. So let's try not to do that. What else do I gotta catch you guys up on? Yes, Cookie Run, stickers, that's mostly what I've been working on. I can't remember what I told you guys and what I said out loud while I was muted. So, sorry if I already said this. Some of you know, I've been working on Cookie Run stickers for weeks. It was one of the Donathon rewards. And also, it would be something I would have wanted to do anyway. Because my Cookie Run audios sure are doing well. Thank you, Shadow Milk. I've been showing you guys progress on here in the Discord a bit. my goal, what I thought I could get done, was like 8 a day. If I drew 1 an hour. And I kept doing more like 5 or 6 because the heat and getting distracted. But thank you to all of you who've like hopped in co-working in me. The last few days I've spent like the entire day in the silent co-working voice chat channel in my Discord. I've been screen sharing and sharing my desktop audio so that I'm held accountable and I won't get distracted, because I keep thinking that I'll be able to draw with YouTube on in the background, and then I think YouTube just distracts me too much. So by just being like, I'll just share music and my screen, that way you guys can see if I get distracted and start Googling other stuff. You guys can hear if I get distracted and open YouTube in another tab. So that kept me locked in, and I managed to get up early yesterday. I didn't today. I don't know what I got up hours later than I meant to. I started doom scrolling. But yesterday I got up, and Sunday is always the day where I edit and export and schedule all of the videos for this week and get all my Etsy stuff organized and ready to print off, because I print and cut out all the stickers and badges myself. And I did all that and then started drawing cookies, and even with doing that for the first 3 hours of the day before I got into doing the cookies, I got 15 drawn yesterday. So it'd be nice if I could do that every day, because, you know, there's like hundreds of well, that's not true. Playable characters in Cookie Run, there's like 150-ish. I'm not drawing all of them, but I am drawing most of them. But, you know, anyone that's been chilling with me in the silent voice chat, thank you. For helping keeping me accountable. I'll find the current picture. And then we went and did and that wasn't even up until midnight. That was up until like 8 p.m. That was up until like 7:30. That was between like 11:30 and 7:30, because then I had to go make food, because it was watch party. I have had to expand the canvas again because we ran out of room. So yes, I got 15. It was Final Count 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, 15 drawn yesterday. So far in total, 63. This will be my biggest sticker set yet by the end of it, because I think the second largest, I did 69 ghost stickers, and that was for every single Papa and every ghoul that had ever existed before Papa Perpetua. And that's like not just every Papa and every ghoul, but then also every different version of their costumes. So like, for example, Dewdrop has been in the band through 3 different era and costume changes. Well, 4 now, but at the time when I made the stickers last year, 3. So there's him in his Meliora, like, an outfit. Or like what he wore with Terzo, what he wore with Copia in like the prequel tour era, and then what he wore in the Imperator, like, nautical helmet era. Oh my god, whenever I update them for Do Sticker, should I include the Moonboo? Someone picked up on that in the Perpetua audio that went up on Saturday. Someone picked up on the fact that I said, as Perpetua, hopefully no one gets injured. Someone was like, commented like, hopefully no one gets injured, looks at Dewdrop. It was 100% a Dewdrop call out. Because for those that don't know, within like the first few weeks of the tour, he broke his foot and has been since, wearing like a big old moon boot. Still playing on the tour, just is playing sat down. Poor guy. He stomps too hard. And he's an energetic little guy, and now he has to sit down. I mean, maybe this is better for everyone else, because now they won't get annoyed. No, that's mean. No, the only one that really has to worry about being annoyed was Aether, and he's not in the band. It does mean he can't go kiss Rain. And choke I mean... No, I mean choke him, that's what he did. So, you know... Unless Rain goes over there, you know. Paris? What do you mean, huh? It's just boys being boys. It's just boys being boys. That's what you pay the big bucks for. No, I don't know how much ghost tickets are. You know, it's dinner. Well, it's not dinner and a show. You don't get. You know, I don't know if you get food. I don't know if there's food stalls at concert venues. But you get a show. You didn't hear the last part? Oh, that's fine, because I was gonna illustrate it for you. In case anyone didn't understand what I said. Apart from that my computer was crashing. That's a bit of a problem. Computer- oh, there we go. Windows said, no, don't show them, but, you know. Just boys being boys. Just boys being boys. Just dudes being dudes. What was I talking about? Twitch better not have a problem with that. They're fully clothed. It's fine. I've got worse pictures of them. I've got worse pictures of Swiss. For sure. I mean, worse depending on, you know, your definition. Anyway, what were we talking about? Did I do a lot of cookies? And I'm not done. There's still loads more to draw. I still haven't even got into the rare or the common ones. I'm still on epic ones. I just do tea night, so I've literally just been going down the list on the Cookie Run wiki and drawing them like in order. Unless I super dislike the cookie, or unless I don't think the cookie's very popular. Like, if I've never seen fan art for them, then they're not getting drawn. I don't need to make more work for myself. But hopefully I'm at least doing all the ones that people really want, that you guys, that are your guys' favourites. And when they're all done, they'll be on Etsy as stickers and as always as customizable badges, so you guys can like pick if you want a plain colour in the background or if you want pride flags in the background, anywhere between 1, 2 or 3 pride flags. The only reason not 4, because by that point the 2 that are on the end are going to get chopped off and you're barely going to see them because the badges aren't very big. And the 2 flags that are going to be like kind of behind the cookies you're not really going to see because it's behind their bodies and heads. I can give you guys a little zoom in. We've got... It's gonna take a while. Pure Vanilla, Truthless Recluse, Awakened Pure Vanilla, Dark Cacao, Awakened Dark Cacao, Hollyberry, fucking Captain Caviar, Cream Unicorn, Crunchy Chip, Wild Berry, Cherry Blossom, Caramel Arrow. Why is my brain gone blank? I love him. Why's my brain gone blank? Candy Diver. I almost said Candy Cadet. Jesus Christ. Candy Diver, Milky Way, Prune Juice, Royal Margarine. I always accidentally call him Royal Meringue. That's not what it is. It's Margarine. Rockstar Black Lemonade, Peppermint, Burning Spice, Eternal Sugar, Mystic Flower, White Lily, Golden Cheese, Shadow Milk, Sage of Truth, Wind Archer, Fire Spirit, Sea Fairy, Stormbringer, Ice Queen, Frost Queen, Creme Brulee, Linza, Mozzarella, Fettuccine, Burnt Cheese, Frilled Jellyfish, Silverbell, Mercurial Knight, Cloud of Tete, Peach Blossom, Star Coral, Burning Spice Overload because I don't know how to say his name. I still don't know how it's pronounced. Shining Glitter, Elder Fairy, Camellia, Pitaya, Black Pearl, Moonlight, Stardust, Sherbet, Cloud of Cream, Sugarfly, both versions of Pavlova, Agar Agar, Wedding Cake, Black Forest, Black Sapphire, Canny Apple, Smoked Cheese, Tea Night, and Affogato. Candy Cadet's from a different game. My brain went blank and all I could think was Candy Cadet and I'm like, no! This cookie isn't about to tell me the story about 4 things being put back together. I got a bunch more still to go. But one day they'll be I really wanted them finished before Art Fight, but I don't know if that's gonna happen because Art Fight starts in 1 week. Are you guys ready? Art Fight starts in a week. So for those of you who didn't know, Art Fight's team registration went up yesterday. The teams are Team Fossils versus Team Crystals for this year. So kind of like a gold-ish color and like a kind of pinky purple. My brain is so tired. If you have not joined a team yet and you want to, you're gonna click. Oh no, that's the video. That's not right. That's the video. Hang on. If you want to join a team... There's not like a button up here, is it? Okay. I don't know a quicker way to get there. I guess if you click on one of these, and you haven't already joined one, maybe. I don't know. The way I did it, you click on the new news post. And they already have the profile codes up. Pick your team early at Art Fight. In order to level up traffic, team registrations are open early. If you sign up before July 1st, you get to choose what team you're on. So maybe you have a color preference, maybe you like green, and you're a dino, you have the dinosaur autism. So, we were literally talking about, what themes we want to see the most. And there was a couple that I really didn't want to get picked, and the rest of them I was like, I don't really care. I didn't have a clear favorite. I was like, I don't care between any of these, but there's a couple that I hate. Green really wanted this, because as you guys know, Green has the dinosaur autism. So, Green really wanted Fossils, and then the fact that the Fossils logo is a dinosaur skeleton. Well, when I say that Green, what I mean is, like, Green is autistic and dinosaurs is his special interest, so... very happy for him. But yeah, if you scroll down, I'll just give you guys the link, that will be easier. Because I don't know how to just get to this page without going through all of that. So, artfight.net/event. And then if you click visit team sorting, it will take you to a page where you can choose Team Fossils, Team Crystals, or you can click random if you don't want to choose and you want the site to choose for you. If you sign up for a team before July 1st, you get to pick your team. If you sign up on July 1st or afterwards, you don't. You will be assigned randomly to a team, I assume to whichever team has less members, but maybe that's not always the case. But Art Fight doesn't actually start until July 1st. Art Fight is a yearly art event. Framed like a competition, but I wouldn't really say it's the healthiest to think of it like that. Like, of course, if you want your team to win, there's nothing wrong with that. But some people take it too seriously. A bunch of people got into Art Fight last year because it got, like, TikTok found out about it. And a bunch of people came in with the wrong mentality. So the right mentality for Art Fight is just have fun or practice your art, right? Someone asked about Artfight on Tumblr earlier. What did I say? Because I feel like I said it fine there. And if I say it here, I'm gonna ramble too much. Where are we? Yes. Let me pop up my Artfight pic. You might notice that some pictures aren't loading. Yeah, Artfight's a bit glitched out at the moment, so some pictures aren't loading properly. There's my ID card. This is what I was panicking on doing before stream, because I had to update Solus's reference sheet, because he's not just a Ghost OC anymore. If you don't want spoilers for Solus's upcoming ASMR audio, don't read his reference sheet. But I had to update it now, because and also colour in some previous art I'd done of him, because he needs thumbnail art for the audio that's going up. Solus's audio isn't going up until like the first week of July, because I didn't want to introduce both Rudolph and Solus in the same month, and also I thought it would be funny if he went up at the start of Artfight. So if you don't kind of want spoilers for what his deal is, don't read the ref sheet for him. Yeah. But yeah, I got my little thing done. Solus is my Ghost band OC, but has been changed to an audio OC, but you can still draw him with the Ghost characters. Like, he can exist, he can be both. He can have an alternate universe version of him that's an audio OC, and an alternate universe version of him that's a Ghost band audio OC, a Ghost band OC. So obviously there's already drawings of Solus on Artfight, because he's been up on Artfight for a couple years now. Did I get... you know what? I don't think I added Rudolph to Artfight. I have not. I'll have to try and remember to do that. I kind of just forgot he wasn't already there. I'll try and remember to do that. He doesn't have a ref sheet made. At least I have a full body of him, fully clothed, but the thumbnail art of him is a full body that I drew, so I at least do have a full body reference of him. Do I have something? Sure, I'll put that up. It's like, normally when I try and remember something, I'll put something in front of or behind my keyboard. And I was like, what do I have that looks like a wolf? Oh, this little Wolverine standee, sure, that'll work. He's there now. But yeah, so I was working on colouring drawings in so that I could get them on there, because I really wanted Solus to be in the thumbnail. So yes, The Vampire Prince on Artfight if anyone wants to interact with me on there. My featured characters on my ID card are some of the ones that I would be the most excited to see drawn, but that doesn't mean, like, draw these ones and not the others. Like, I really don't care which ones you draw. Any art of any of my characters is always such a joy to receive. But if you draw any of my canon couples together, like Arden and Ambrose, or Lucian and Lysander, or August and Lucifer, or Barnaby and Oscar, or Rael and Mars, I might cry. Or even Bungle and Spade, who are not like full on a canon couple, they're a secret third thing, which annoys a secret third thing, which is Bungle is a menace in Spade's life. But yes, to anyone participating in Artfight or has been considering Artfight, just be respectful. There were so many new people joining Artfight last year because of TikTok who went in with, frankly, mean energy. No one owes you art, right? Like, on Artfight, the basic premise for people who aren't at all familiar is you upload your original characters to Artfight, and when the event starts, people, quote-unquote, attack you by drawing your characters. So you could attack me by drawing Ambrose, and if I wanted to, I could revenge attack you by drawing one of your OCs. But I am under no obligation to have to do that, right? There is no law or rule on Artfight that I have to do that, especially, like, some artists on Artfight get, like, thousands of attacks every year. There's some really popular artists on here. You can't expect them to be able to, you know, if if 1,000 different people draw one person one drawing in a month, you can't expect the artist to be able to revenge attack all 1,000 of those people in a month, you know? No one owes you art. No one owes you a revenge attack. And don't be rude to beginner artists. I saw a lot of shit last year of people being like it's perfectly reasonable to have permissions and boundaries on Artfight. On Artfight, they're called permissions, and you can make a list of what you're comfortable with people doing. Like, some people might be comfortable with you gender bending their characters, some people might not be. I'm not, because most of them are trans. Void, thank you for the resub. Welcome in. We're talking about Artfight. Some people are fine with you drawing gore of their characters. I'm personally not. Please respect that. You can see anyone's permissions listed when you're looking at any of their characters. If you scroll down to the description of the character, they're all here. And everyone's permissions look different. So check them and just abide by them. That's, you know, it's not that difficult. But some people last year started putting permissions in, like, don't draw for me if you're gonna be lazy. And it's like, what does that mean? What do you mean a lazy attack? Oh, you're picking on beginner artists. Oh, I see. There were so many people last year picking on beginner artists that basically, like, if the art that they were being given for free because people liked your character enough that you made that they wanted to draw you something for free, but they only just started drawing so it looks like a 5-year-old drew it, right? People were, like, complaining. What the fuck? So, yeah, don't bring the mean TikTok energy to Artfight. Wow, some people on TikTok were just being so mean. And, like, being like, look at this, what someone drew. Yeah, someone that said I'm fine with anything but don't draw anything bad. Like, yeah, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because there are things that are bad for you to draw. Like, for example, be respectful of people's characters. Don't change the gender unless you know it's okay. Don't change their race or their skin tone or make them skinny if they're fat, right? Like, that's bad. Those are bad things to do. But, like I said, like, I'm personally not comfortable with gore, but other people are, and gore is allowed on Artfight. You just have to, there's filters on Artfight so that you can, like, censor your posts. You don't have to censor it yourself, like, by scribbling anything out, but when you get around to uploading it, there will be, like, a box to tick of, like, does this contain mild or moderate gore, mild or moderate nudity, mild or moderate ice drain, body horror, whatever, right? You can post nudity, but you can't post sexual nudity, so you can't, like, draw a naked body that is aroused, and you can't draw people having sex. But, like, yeah, what does bad mean? Or are you saying don't draw anything bad as in bad quality? Which is just mean. That's just mean. Oh, this is why I should stick to reading my post because I'm rambling. Artfight is for people of all levels and skills. You can draw, paint, sculpt, sew, crochet, animate, and so much more. There's categories for traditional art, digital art, sculpture, 3D models, animations, video games. Like, I've seen people make dress-up games for other people's characters. VTuber models. And under sculpture, there's, like, clay, woodwork, metalwork, crochet, embroidery, food art. Like, if you make some macaroni art, you can upload it. Like, paper cutout stuff, paper crafts. I know Bunnies does diamond art, and there isn't actually a category for it, but I would say I would assume you would put diamond art under the, like, perla bead category. I know it's not the same thing, but that's, like, the closest thing that they have. It's under crafts. And then textile, clay, heavy metal, cosplay, food, beadwork, and brick builds. So this is, like, for perla beads, candy beads, Lego, Bionicle, Minecraft sculptures. I would say you could put diamond art under here. I think that would be fine. Look at this big ass Minecraft thing that some big ass cat guy someone made in Minecraft. Hey, so you know, I mean, if Aurora had an Artfight profile, the sculptures that you guys have been making of them in Minecraft, you could have submitted those to Artfight. If you'd made them in the month of July, you can only upload things that you actually made in July. You can't make art in advance. That's cheating. Be respectful of people's characters and the character's race, body type, sexuality, etc. and each individual person's permissions. For example, some are fine with gore, I personally am not. Don't pick on people for not drawing a lot, or don't pick on people. I saw people being like, don't do friendly fire at me, because if you attack someone on the same team as you, you only get 30% of the points or something like that. And some people last year were like, don't do friendly fire at me, because then you're wasting time not getting as much points for our team as you could. And it's like, girl, it's not really, like, yes, it's a competition in terms of everyone's on two teams, but there's no prize. No one wins anything. The point of Artfight is to have fun, because no one wins anything. I mean, you get the satisfaction of being on a winning team, and maybe that's enough for you. But, like, fucking hell, it's not meant to be stressful. This will be my 4th year competing. I've only been on the winning team once, and it was nice. I really wanted to be on the winning team at least once, and now I've been on the winning team one time, which was last year. I don't give a shit if I'm ever on the winning team again. I'm just gonna have fun. Did they increase the points of friendly fire because of all the fighting? I honestly, I don't understand the point of friendly fire. I think an attack should just be an attack, right? Like, if you draw something for someone on Artfight, and you get more points based on whether it's like a full body versus a headshot, or fully coloured versus not coloured in, or has a background versus not having a background, etc., right? I think if you draw something for someone and it's worth 100 points, it should be worth 100 points whether they're on the same team as you or the opposite team. I don't understand the point. I get, because it's like, no, I don't get it. I understand that they're trying to be like, well, because we're encouraging you to like attack people on the other team, and I'm like, why does it matter? Why does it matter if they're on the other team? No one wins anything for Artfight. There's no prize to be won. Like, me and my girlfriend are on the same team this year. I'm still gonna draw a bunch of stuff for her. Like, yes, we could have picked opposite teams, but I'm very picky about what team I'm on. I didn't want to be on a team that had an orange. I don't like the color yellow, and I really didn't want to be on the yellow one. Like, the price is having people draw your characters. Exactly, Toby. I don't get why friendly fire. Why, if I drew something for Julia, if I drew like the same drawing for Julia and for Green, I'd get like 100 points for sending it to Green, but like 50 points for sending it to Julia, just because we're on the same team. And I'm like, what's the point in that? You should just be encouraging people to draw. It shouldn't matter what team they're on. And the idea of like, well, it's to try and get you to go against the other team. I'm like, right, but this isn't a real game. Like, we're not like in football, you need to score into the other goal, because if you scored into your own, that would be a point for the other team, right? There's reasons why you're going against the other team. But for Artfight, I don't get the mentality of like getting less points or even punished in a way for doing it to your own team members. I get that they're called attacks, but you called them attacks. They're gifts is what they are. So I don't know. I'm not in it for the points. My only goal is how many drawings I get done. My goal in 2022 I got 9 drawings done. In 2023 I got 9 drawings done, and that really frustrated me because I wanted to do more each year. And the only reason I got 9 done each year is because stuff keeps happening, like trauma stuff, like shit went down every July for me. But last year my goal was 10 attacks and I did 32. And a bunch of those are friendly fires, and I don't give a fucking shit. Like, I'm not. I just want to do nice drawings that I'm proud of. I don't care how many points they make me, right? So, if we're on the same team or not, no one's safe. It doesn't matter if we're on the same team. You're not safe from me. God. Yeah. So, like, don't get angry at someone for friendly firing you. What the fuck? They gave you free art. What's wrong with you? Don't bully people for not making enough points for your team. You weren't gonna win anything if your team won. It's framed like a competition, but art fight's really just an art sharing event. The winning teams never get a prize, just the knowledge that your team won. So go into it to have fun and practice your art and give other people some art. And maybe you might get some art in return, but if you go in being like, I'm gonna draw for Prince, and if Prince doesn't draw me something back, I'm gonna get angry and harass him. No. You can't expect everyone to draw for you in return. Especially if it's someone who is getting a lot of attacks and doesn't, you know, always busy, whatever the reason, right? Yes, if you attack a bunch of different people, there is a chance that at least one of them will do something back for you, and you can meet new artists and make new friends during art fight. But don't ever get mad at someone if they don't give you like an art gift back on art fight. Like, people have got their own priorities and their own time limits, you know? Go into it to have fun and practice your art and give art to other people. If you get any art in return, then you pee. But if someone doesn't draw for you in return, you can't get angry or upset at them. You can feel disappointed, that's okay. But you can't start leaving mean comments harassing them, like... On my ID card, I've listed my list of what I'm attacking with my highest priority at the top. As always, also 18 plus only for interacting with me on Art Fight, same as these streams. You shouldn't be here if you're under 18. And revenges are not guaranteed. I did not have the time to revenge attack everyone who attacked me last year. I probably won't have the time again this year. I can't promise anything. Number 1 on that list is Belano. And number 2 is drawing things for my partner and my friends. And number 3 is characters I've bookmarked. I have one attack planned, which is to do a sequel to my favourite attack I did last year. What do you call a group of computers? There's a bunch more computer OCs on Art Fight. I'm ready for them. If someone's 18 or over on Art Fight and they have a computer OC, and I manage to find them on Art Fight's wonky little search tool, you better believe I bookmarked them. And if you do have like a computer OC, well, feel free to let me know, and I'll bookmark them. This is the one I did last year, and it's still like my favorite attack I've ever done. A lot of these other people's OCs and like other robot characters that I love, you know, was the inspiration behind Oscar, and I love Oscar and Barnaby. I made them for Art Fight last year, and now they have audios made of them, and now other people like them, and that makes me very happy. But they got drawn a lot last year, because they were like my new precious babies. That was like, I really hope people draw them. But yeah, I'm gonna make a sequel to this, so with all new robot characters. So that's something I know I'm doing. But it won't be my first attack, because my first attack, as always, as it says on the list, is going to be Belano. Who is Belano, I hear you ask? Thank you for that very important question. Belano is one of Julia's characters. I'm going to kiss him. I draw him every year. The last couple years he's been the first attack that I did. He'll be the first attack that I do this year. This is Belano. I'm gonna kiss him, and you can't stop me. I don't know why this is the character of Julia's that I have the crush on. But he is. He's the one that stole my heart. Belano to me is like Lucian to Green. Oh, thank you for the bits, and thank you who gave bits earlier. I saw it and then I forgot to say out loud thank you, but thank you. I did see them. And look, he's single. But Julia's got a lot of pretty characters. You can go follow Julia on Art Fight as well. You can easily find her linked in my bio. I made little stamps of hers. Mine and Julia's VTuber models are also on Art Fight. Same with Green's. Little gremlin is up. But Julia's got a lot of pretty babies. Where's Asher? There he is. Asher also makes me blush. Sorry. That was a genuine reaction. I forgot that drawing was on there. I was like, yeah, I remember Asher making me blush just because he's pretty. No other particular reason. And then I scrolled down and saw the pretty bird art and was like, oh, right. Right. This drawing here. Where he's like saying pretty birds. Yeah, I forgot that was here and that it makes me lose my mind every time. Those are some real good bedroom eyes you drew, Julia. Goodness. Oh, I wish I was putting that on. Sadly, that is genuine. We get some more attention. Yeah. How many times? Oh, some of it's broken. Come on. No. He's had 5 attacks. 2 of them are from me, I think. Yeah, some pictures are just fully not loading, huh? Yeah, our fight's brokey right now. They're trying to fix it, but it not fixed. Oh no, have they made it worse? Attacks were at least loading earlier. Okay, I can look at the ones I made. This is what I spent most of my time on last year. Every single one of Julia's OCs she had on Outfight at the time. Having a big old slumber party. As chibis, because if I'd drawn them as full people, that would have taken years. Bono's down there. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'll just drop the link to Julia's Artfight profile in chat. Oh, Void, thank you for more bits. Just gonna slide that in there. And if you guys are wanting like decorative stuff, if you've already picked your team, there's already so many. Not official, but there's fan-made ones. There's a Toy House World. For Artfight, which I will also link in chat, where anyone can submit their own fan-made assets. If you go community assets and then click on thumbnail and page decorations, that's where you can find most of the stuff. The thumbnails are like little borders you can put around your pictures. There's already a bunch made for the new teams. I'm going to use these ones made by Almog. I always pick borders. I think I've had ones by different people every year. Last year I used some ones that Julia made. But I like having borders that have the year in one of the corners. And that's it. I don't want the name of the team. I just want the year. And it has to be in one of the corners. So that they all match. So I'll be using those ones. And then if you go to page decorations, there's already a bunch of little dividers that you can use. These little ribbons that I always decorate my page with have already been updated, so they've already got the fossils and crystals ones on. There's a bunch of little dividers and little pixel things for you to decorate your page with, if you want to do that. I think that's everything. I showed you guys cookies, I showed you guys... I'm sorry that everything was muted. Oh my god, I've been talking for 2 hours. This is what happens when I don't stream for a week, and also Artfight makes a big update. How has it been 36 minutes since I complained that it was 6 o'clock? Well, we might not get very far into the game, but I'm gonna try and stream tomorrow as well, so hopefully that sorts things out, so yes. Well, I know you guys love discussion time, but I really want to be able to leave the game at a reasonable point and have dinner not too late. So yeah, we've talked about Artfight, talked about the cookie stickers. That only leaves one thing, which is, if you guys come to stream, you get to find out what audios are going up this week. Or at least you get to find out what characters are going up this week. So, we'll do this and then I'll BRB to go to the bathroom and then we'll start playing. So, today's audio Monday is Arden. Wednesday's audio is Loki. And you might be like, what? But Wednesday's cookie day. You said every Wednesday was going to be a cookie run audio. To which I will remind you, no. I said every Wednesday would be cookie run unless the cookie was going to go up on Saturday instead. I said there would be one cookie audio per week. And you guys know that I always post Not Safe for Work audios on Saturdays. It's always the last Saturday of each month and then the Saturday 2 weeks before that. And if I do a Not Safe for Work cookie audio that goes up on Saturday, I can't also put a Cookie Wednesday audio up because that would be 2 cookie audios in 1 week, and I'm not doing 2. We're doing 1 because not everyone's here for the cookies. Some of you guys are enjoying the cookies, some of you guys came for the cookies, but not all of you are here for them. So I'm not gonna do more than 1 a week. So it's Loki on Wednesday because instead of Cookie Wednesday, we're getting Cookie Saturday with Black Sapphire Cookie. I'm here for Victor. That's fine. Most people are. most people are here for Victor. Most people came here for Victor. That will always be what I'm most known for voicing. He's part of me. I got a girlfriend of 3 years because of him. So, you know. Victor will always be. I'm trying to make sure that there's always one Victor every month. I think maybe accidentally I missed doing one in May, but I'm supposed to be making sure there's a Victor every month. I know you like Victor, Julia. Julia found me when I had like 100 subscribers on YouTube because she was searching Victor ASMR, and here we are. Thank you, Victor Arcane. But obviously I really appreciate you guys letting me, you know, if you are here just for one particular character, I really appreciate that, like, you stick around anyway, you know, you come to the streams, you talk in the Discord, and especially, like, if you came, like, just for Victor, and then you give my OCs a listen, thank you so much, because I presume no one came for the OCs, but maybe some of you got recommended the OCs. I really appreciate, you know, if you guys came for the fandom stuff, for giving my OCs a chance, and caring about them, and letting me make stuff with them, and letting me, like, buying merch of them off my Etsy. That's crazy. Thank you. It's like a dream for people to care about my OCs. And, you know, those of you who, like, don't play Cookie Run or know anything about Cookie Run, but have still, like, if I ever post fandom audios from a fandom you're not familiar with, and you give it a listen anyway, thank you. I never expect that. But there are people who comment like, I don't know anything about this fandom, but I'll give it a listen, and I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. I hope you don't get too confused. Yeah, don't worry, most people came for Victor. And then a bigger chunk of people came here for, my most viewed video, which is actually Lucian, one of my OCs, first audio, the Visiting King Wants Your Hand, Not Your Sister's. That's still my most viewed video. It has over 100,000 views on YouTube. My first boost of people were from Victor. My second boosts were from that. I would say the most popular characters that I voice, like that consistently always get the most views, is Victor. Any of the Marvel boys, so Loki, Steven, and Mark from Moon Knight, Astarion, and Ghost from Call of Duty. Yeah. And now Shadow Milk Cookie can get added to that list because, I mean, fuck. You know, normally my videos go up, and maybe in the first 24 hours they'll get 1,000 views, but by the end of the week, by the end of the month, they're between 1,000 to 3,000, and that's where they stop, and that's where they stay. The Shadow Milk audio has been up for 4 days, and it's at 7,000 views. That's the most recent one. I don't know where the other two are. The one before that's at 17,000, and the one before that, the first one, is at 27,000. Thank you guys. Yeah, normally my videos kind of peak at like 3,000. I used to back in like 2023 into 2024 when my videos were doing well for a while, when YouTube was really pushing them. I was getting 3 videos hitting 10k every month, and then YouTube hit me with the, hey, we're putting limited ads on most of your videos because we don't like ASMR anymore button. And that's still been a fight that I'm trudging through. They've recently started monetizing some of my stuff again. And yeah, Cookie Run's helped. Thank you, Cookie Run. Oh, Black Sapphire Cookie's such gender envy to me. What can I say? He's just like a vampire. That's all it takes. Right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. And I'll be right back, and then we'll actually start playing the dang game. How about that? Oh, and I should close this down. I'll switch back to the Undertale model. Where are we? Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, it's almost 7 p.m, so we'll get to play for like maybe an hour. This wasn't what I was meant to have like 3 hours at least. It's okay, you can ask me my take on Date Everything. Here's what I know about it. It's a game. And, objects in your house turn into people that you can date? Question mark? I think that's the premise. I presume it's a dating sim. It's called Date Everything. I've seen some of the object people. My take on it? It's a game. Sorry, I hit my microphone, oh my goodness. There's a reason you haven't seen me play a dating sim or talk about a dating sim. I'm demi-romantic and demisexual. I struggle very much with dating sims. So I don't play them. As in, like, for me, playing a dating sim, whenever I get so frustrated, even with, like, Baldur's Gate romancing, right? Like, I get so frustrated seeing the story play out and attempting to play it because I can't romance a character. I can't be okay with romancing a character after just a few hours of gameplay. Well, it's not even a few hours. A lot of the time in the game's like, pick which person you want an hour into the game, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who any of these people are. We've got to be friends for months before I could ever develop romantic feelings for you. And then we'd have to be together for way more months before I could ever develop sexual feelings towards you. And dating sims don't allow for that. Obviously. No one wants a game that's dragged out that long. So, like, the only one I've ever played, and I gave up on it just because I became disinterested, the Arcana. I only finally played that because I'd already liked the characters for years and already knew I wanted Julian. And then played it for a little bit, and then got bored because I don't really like playing games on my phone. And, fuck Dorian. I'm the dev I just am so frustrated with, like, the Arcana in general and the state of it, of, like, yeah, nothing's gonna happen with the original game anymore. They made, like, this separate app called Dorian, which you can also play the game on, instead of playing it on the regular app, and you're like, okay, what? But Dorian's also, like, social media? I feel like they just try to do too much with it. So it's an app where you can also play the Arcana on, and you can also use the assets to make your own, like, fan dating sim, which I think is cool. That's very nice that they've got, like, essentially their own little visual novel mobile game builder thing. But then have that be the app, but it's also Instagram, like, it's also, like, a social media you can post photos to, but it's also Twitch, like, you can live stream on it. And I'm like, that doesn't sound like that would all go together into a very cohesive and good experience app. And it doesn't. There's like two types of Arcana fans that I see. There's the people who are ride or die, think the devs can do no wrong. I mean, I don't think it's the original development team anymore who are there. So there's the ride or die, they go on Dorian every day, they think, like, the people who still run the Arcana can do no wrong and are like gods, and it's like, oh, everyone can do wrong. Or there's the people who still like the original game, who comment on every single one of the Arcana's Instagram stories, because on every single of the Arcana's Instagram posts, because all they ever post about is Dorian. Yeah, the devs sold it, yeah. So the people who bought it, like I said, there's either the ride or die, everything's perfect and nothing can ever be wrong with it and we'll never expect any criticism and we'll harass you if you criticize it. Or the people who love the game and are just frustrated, and you always see them in the Instagram comments of the Arcana's post being like, we don't care that you have this thing on Dorian. Are you gonna update the game? Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do that? Like, what is all of this? Like... Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. They reached out to me once on Instagram. I think it and I didn't think it was them at first, but it was. Because I have, like, 28,000 followers on TikTok. That's not a brag. It's a curse. Because it doesn't reflect in my posts. What happened was, like, 2 years ago, I made a Huggy Wuggy plushie from Poppy Playtime before any of the actual official plushies were out, before any of the bootleg plushies were out. Like, there were no plushies of it. And I just liked the game when it first came out, and I made a plush, like, straight away, just for me. And I made a little video of it, and it got 3 million views. Before I made that video, I had, like, maybe less than 1,000 followers, and it got, like, 3 million views in, like, a week. And, like, almost 30,000 children started following me, and then started harassing me, because none of my other content was related to Poppy Play. Like, my TikTok following is not a good following. I don't like them. Most of them don't interact with any of my content anymore because it's been years, but most of them were, like, clearly, like, 7 years old, because I would tap on their accounts because they were, like, actively harassing me, complaining that my other stuff wasn't Poppy Playtime, or, like, being actively transphobic, and then I'd look at their accounts and I'm like, oh my god, you're visibly under 13, you're, like, 8 years old, what are you doing on here? And they harassed me so much that they got my account, like, temporarily banned, because they reported to TikTok that I was underage, and I had to send TikTok a picture of my driving license to prove that I was not under 13. I was 23 at the time. So... just for context, that's why I have 28,000 followers, and then most of them just never unfollowed me. So that's why I have 28,000 TikTok followers. It's not, I don't actually, it's like I basically have like a couple hundred and then 28,000 dead accounts that harassed me for a while and then went away, right? But the Dorian people, the Arcana owners, they're not the developers, I don't know what to call them, the rights holders, saw that I had almost 30,000 TikTok followers and that I had cosplayed Julian, because I had, and they messaged me on Instagram trying to get me to, like, live stream on the Dorian app because they thought that, like, it felt a little desperate, I'll be honest, the message I got. It was from the official Instagram account, it was them, seeing if they could get me to do a deal where I'd, like, have a Dorian account and I'll live stream, and then all my, like, 30,000 TikTok followers would come over to Dorian, and that would give them, like, a boost, and it's like, I never replied, because it's like, girl, I don't know how to tell you that, like, most of those are, like, inactive accounts that belong to, like, 11-year-old children who harass, like, they're not here for the, like, my TikToks get, like, a couple hundred views. Those followers aren't here for the Julian cosplay. So I'm like, firstly, I don't know how to explain to you that, like, I'm not the influencer that you think I am. And secondly, no, thank you. I don't make that kind of, like, I don't know. I don't know if 30,000, I mean, 30,000 is a lot, it's more than I got on YouTube. But it doesn't reflect when you look at my numbers, right? But I'm just like, are they reaching out to anyone? Are they, like, DMing everyone on TikTok who has, like, over, like, 20k to be like, please? Because I'm like, this feels a bit desperate. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just posted TikTok a little bit on, I just posted cosplays a little bit on TikTok. I don't know why they looked at my account and thought, this is who we need. Unless they were pretty desperate, I don't know. I never replied. I felt like it, I'm like, this is too awkward, I don't know how to explain to you the situation of, like, my phone. I mean, I guess I could have just said no, but I'm just like, I don't even want to talk to you people, so I just never replied. But, anyway, dating sims, right, yeah. I've watched people play some, I had people gift me some on stream, and then I felt really bad because I'm like, no, you don't understand, I can't play this, I'll feel so, like, there's this vampire one, someone gifted it me on Steam, and I felt so bad. Because not only is it a dating sim, but it gets sexual, and, like, you have to pick one of the three of them very early on. You have to pick one of the 3 characters who's you're gonna romance and who's gonna turn you into a vampire very early on. But also they're all like, I don't think there's sex scenes in it, but they are flirty with you. But they're like, the guy I just don't like, he's like kind of a himbo, but also kind of implied that like he's might have been like Jack the Ripper. I don't know. Like I was like, I don't want to, no thank you. And then the other 2 both had like one of them had like handcuffs, and then one of them had like in their room, and then the other one had like whips hanging from the wall, and I was like, I'm not into BDSM, that makes me uncomfortable. Like BDSM, like as in for me, I don't want to engage in that. I'm fine with other people doing it, it's just not for me. So even though I don't think there's sex scenes in the game, just the fact that those were in the rooms and the characters will mention them and talk about that kind of stuff with you and talk to you in that kind of manner, that I'm like, I can't play this. I can't romance any of these people. So yeah, with dating sims, it's just like, for me, by the time it wants you to pick who you're gonna be with, I don't have an answer. Because I don't know enough about any of the characters yet to have fallen for any of them. Like, yeah, I can watch a movie and instantly be like, I'm gonna daydream about kissing that character, I love them. But when you see a movie, you know, you get to see every side of the character. When you're playing a game with them, you only get to see the side of the character that they're initially presenting to you, and it's only later down the line, once you start romancing them, you'll probably find like who they are behind the mask and all of that. And especially if it does get into any not safe for it territory, it's just like there's too many chances for me to become uncomfortable. Thoughts on Stardew Valley romancing? I don't know how Stardew Valley romancing works. Like, I don't know how the progression of that works. I've never played Stardew. I'm not familiar with. I've never watched anyone play it. Because again, just the idea of trying to pick someone to romance in a video game immediately gets my back up, because I'm like, most of the time it's uncomfortable for me, so it probably will be here too, but I don't know. And also I don't like farming games. I don't like playing farming. I barely got through Animal Crossing New Horizons because of the farming aspects they added. I don't like having to go and collect materials to be able to make things. No. That's like torture for my brain. I don't enjoy farming, mining kind of stuff. So I wouldn't be able to play Stardew. Even if the romance was nice, I can't do that. There's like no progression, everything goes at your own pace, you don't even have to romance anyone. Well, still, I don't know. I can't speak as to whether how the romance in that works, whether it would make me uncomfortable or not. I don't know. I've never even watched anyone really play it, because the idea of like resource management and like farming and I'm getting angry thinking about it. I don't understand how it's enjoyable, because it's not enjoyable for me. But I'm trying to think if I've ever played anything else that's had any of that aspect of romance. Because even like, I haven't played Baldur's Gate, and I wouldn't enjoy it. I don't like. I know I was gonna say I don't enjoy turn-based combat. You're about to play Deltarune. I play Deltarune for the story. I don't enjoy the game. I don't enjoy most video games. Deltarune is an exception because of the story and the music. Do I fuck with Minecraft? No. No, the only times I've played Minecraft with Julia is I've always been in creative mode, because I just to build something. Like if I have an idea and I'm like, that'll be fun to build. I've still not finished my giant castle that I've been building for years, because I barely play Minecraft. But we were playing it for a while and I made good progress on that giant castle. But I think we only played in regular survival mode maybe once, and I just didn't enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed playing it with Julia, but I would never play it on my own. And even playing it with I can't remember recipes, man. Like, I don't know what makes what. And I don't understand how to do what makes what, and collecting things and then being like, oh, I'll need this many of this. And no. No, that's not... I played Minecraft one time because my sibling was creating Toontown, Disney's Toontown Online in Minecraft, and they wanted some help. So I like made a Minecraft account just to help them build that in creative mode when I was like 17. I did that like once and then didn't touch Minecraft again until being with Julia, and she would run around playing Minecraft and I would just be in creative mode building a castle the whole time. We were like co-working in Minecraft. And it was something, it was a mindless hyperfixation for a while to be building that. But yeah, I mean, one of the other reasons is because it was like in Minecraft Realms or whatever the fuck, and you have to, we had to pay to keep doing it, and it's like, we just were like, is it worth it? We barely play. To be able to keep playing together. So no, I don't fuck with Minecraft. That's not for me. I play very few games, and there's no, you know, I normally don't like fighting in games, so the fact that I'm into Undertale, Deltarune, and Hades is not, you know, it's not lost on me. But I think the reasons why those have exceptions is because, like, you can spare things in Deltarune and Undertale, so I don't have to kill them. And in Hades, everything you're killing is already dead and just instantly respawns like they're ghosts, right? So, because I don't like killing things in games, it makes me uncomfortable. I know they're not real, but like, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like being violent in games. I don't normally play games just for fun off stream all that often. I'll have like a few games that I'll get like hyperfixated on for a bit. I got hyperfixated on Garden Galaxy for a bit and then stopped. I got hyperfixated on Dwarf Romantic for a bit and stopped. I got hyperfixated on Gooba Ball, which is just like a Suika game clone, for a bit and stopped. I got hyperfixated on GeoGuessr for a while and stopped, and occasionally I'll still go back to GeoGuessr. That's just, yeah, if I'm like, I just really want to do something right now, I just want to play something right now, which is not an urge I have very often. I didn't grow up playing video games, really. We didn't grow up with any, like, consoles. We just had, like, some PC ROMs, and I had Wild World on my DS Lite. I was like it. Sometimes I'll go back to GeoGuessr. Well, I don't play it, like, competitively. I just normally go on streaks. And just have a bit of fun. I'm not a gamer. I'm just gay. Sorry. But no, other favorite game, Smile for me, and Stanley Parable is my favorite game. It's hard to say that I put one above the rest. What my favorite games have in common, in terms of favorite games that I like playing, is normally I love the characters. Is that I've gotten attached to the characters. And then if they have good art and good music, that's a bonus. But obviously, Stanley Parable does not have groundbreaking visuals or music. But I love the narrator so much. So, favorite games that I would never play, Fear and Hunger. I couldn't. But it's good. I have, you know, hyperfixations that come and go, and then I have some fandoms that are with me forever, and Fear and Hunger is one of the ones that is apparently sticking with me forever, even though I can't do horror. But it was like, haha, we tricked you. You care about this horror game now. I'm like, oh, thanks. Thanks, Britain, for that one. But, yeah, I like Ultra Kill, but I don't think I could play it. I like the lore and the characters. But, yeah. Date Everything, final thoughts? Despite saying all of that, I have wondered about playing it on stream, but not because I super want to, just because I'm like, I think it might be interesting. Because, like, I constantly run out of games to play on stream, and then I don't, when we're not playing games, when it's just like, you have to think of something to do, I'm like, oh fuck, okay, am I gonna draw? Am I gonna work on my website? Do I have any work I need to do? Like, I don't know what to do on stream. So when there's a game, that makes things quite easy. And I heard that Date Everything is voice acted, so that's very nice for me. I don't have to break my voice. But, I don't know. In terms of genres, I don't, there's not a lot in common with all those games, huh? I like puzzles, I like rhythm games. I like quizzes, that's what it boils down to. I like quizzes, which is why I like GeoGuessr, because, not only do I get to do quiz, but also I get to use knowledge from my special interest, which is, European musicals, more specifically German musical theatre, more specifically Elizabeth Das musical, but German musical theatre in general. And from getting into Elizabeth Das musical, that being my special interest, it's been performed in many countries over Europe, and when I go into GeoGuessr, I can be decent at it, at least getting the country right. I'm not good at, like, getting the exact location, but I can get the country and stuff, because, like, I can just recognize Polish now, apparently. I don't know any Polish words. But I'm always like, no, that's not Polish. Oh, cool. And again, that's because Tanz die Vampire, one of my other favourite German musicals, has had a production in Poland. I have all of the cast albums for Tanz die Vampire and for Elizabeth Das musical. And I've just seen Polish before. I've seen it written down. I've seen all the songs written out. So a lot of, like, recognizing European languages or knowing URLs. So, like, .de, like, .co.uk is the UK, .com is America, but also international. .de is Germany, AU... No, AU is Australia. AT is Austria. PL is Poland, CZ is Czechia. IT is Italy, I think. HU is Hungary. Etc. I'm not gonna, but you know, like a lot of the time when I'll start to recognize stuff, it's because of getting into European musical theatre, by which I mean non-UK, non-English language usually musicals, mostly, in my case, Germany and then France, but also like any international production of Elizabeth and Tanz. So I read the whole thing. Which I don't have. My European musical shrine stuff is like not finished at all. They're all a big work in progress. But I also run European musicals on Tumblr. That's a side blog that I have. People tease me on Discord because if you search anything to do with Elizabeth Das musical, one of my social medias or websites or one of my own archive posts on like archive.org will pop up, or if you go on Google Images, one of my posts or drawings or something will show up, because I was very active in posting about the musical and sharing stuff and preserving stuff, archiving stuff in 2020, 2021 when I got into it for the first time. So people like to tease me. People will be like, "Hey Prince, I'm searching for this thing," and there you are. Either it's my Empty Masks, like my main Empty Mask Safe for Work Tumblr, or my European Musicals Tumblr, or my Etsy shop, or my YouTube. On my Empty Mask YouTube channel, I have a European Musicals Being Gay for 30 minutes video. Yeah. It's funny that I still show up so soon in search results, considering I haven't really posted much about it lately, but like the shrines are work in progress. I've been working on a whole list of European musicals for years. It's like a Word doc on my computer that I've been trying to translate into my website. If you've been on that page, you'll see there's only like one musical entry, which is like Three Musketeers, because that's the first alphabetically, because it's the number 3. It's going numerical numbers and then A through Z, and all I got done in multiple days was that one musical. I was like, I don't know if I can code it like this. I think I need to change the whole page because that's just gonna take ages, or maybe like not include the images. I don't know. Because I didn't just decide to do each musical, but every production those musicals have had. There's hundreds. I've got a list of like hundreds. And the point is that I also want to link to where you can stream it, like anywhere that you can watch or download it for free, anywhere that you can watch or download it, anywhere that you can like buy, if there's like a DVD of it to buy, because I want to also promote, you know, supporting the musicals, but also, yeah, like links of where you can watch it and stuff. The Elizabeth Das musical shrine is gonna have a list of like every pro shot and every bootleg. Get ready for for that. I have, if before we play the game, should we do final roll call check on how many... To be fair, I haven't updated the list of what I have. There's a bunch of files in an unsorted folder. So... videos of Elizabeth Das Musical, pro shots, and bootlegs. I have 106 different recordings of Elizabeth on stage. Most of them are bootlegs, meaning it's someone sneaking their phone into the theatre. Some of them are pro shots. 106. And in terms of cast albums and bootleg audios, 46, not as many. I don't have that many bootleg audios, I don't think, of Elizabeth. I don't collect audios as much as I collect. I don't think that's as many as I have of 10. Yeah, I have 122 of 10s. Just because there's been more. I mean, I don't know how many bootlegs of Elizabeth I don't have. I don't know how many exist that I don't have. Obviously, any that exist that I don't have, that needs to be my priority, because, that's my thing that I collect, and that's my special interest. So, like... It is truly the power of autism. The fact that I look at 106, I'm like, that's not enough. I don't know how many exist, so I don't know. That might be actually, like, a lot. That might be pretty close to being complete. But I'm like, I don't know, the musical's been going since 1992. It's like, yeah, but not continuously. The original Vienna production ran from 92 until, 98. Which is that's a long time for a musical to run, in Austria. And it's had a lot of international productions. I don't think I have every single Takarazuka Pro Shot. I have most of them. Those are expensive if you want to try and get, like, the bootlegs and stuff. When I get the actual DVDs. One day I'll have them all. That's my Pokemon. That's my Pokedex to complete. Oh my god, it's 20 past 7. I mean, okay, I'm gonna stream tomorrow probably, so we'll get more gameplay and then. I'm almost half tempted to just write this off as a just chatting stream and not start playing Deltarune at this point. And just be like, oh, I guess this was a catch-up stream instead. Because I'm so ashamed and embarrassed that I've talked for this long again. I always think that I won't. I say this every stream, I think that I won't ramble and then I will. I genuinely, like, it's 20 past 7. If I play the game, I'll only be able to play it for 40 minutes. And then I should go get dinner. And I shouldn't even have dinner as late as 8 o'clock. I should have dinner at 7. I should be making dinner right now. If I say, no, I'll play until 8, we all know what'll happen. I'll play until 9. And then I'll get in trouble with, and my parents will yell at me for turning the oven on at 9 o'clock. And if I start playing the game for like 40 minutes, I don't know if I'll get to a point where I can leave, and like very easily, like if it'll be a good like pausing point, and I don't know if I'm in the right mental space, because I'm still kind of like, not okay from having been muted for 30 minutes and not knowing. I'll be for real. That has really thrown me off. I know you guys are chill, but in my brain, I just really humiliated myself. I kinda don't see the point in booting up the game just to play it for 40 minutes. I think I should just try and stream on time tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And, actually get a good, you know, like 4 hours of gameplay in, and then stop before a reasonable time to have dinner. This wasn't how stream was gonna go. This wasn't how today was gonna go. I don't know what happened. Because yesterday went so well. Maybe I, like, burnt myself out. I was so happy with how much I got done yesterday because I did all the work I had to do and then still got 15 stickers drawn. But, today I got up and, like, doom scrolled or, like, fell back asleep for 2 hours. I don't know what happened. And then got out of bed and then got distracted again for, like, an hour and then got my Etsy stuff done and then was like, right, I want to make my Artfight profile ID card and I need to update Solus's reference sheet. And then that took longer than I thought. And then it was, like, 3... I should have had lunch at 12. It was, like, almost 4 PM and I hadn't eaten all day. And then... started stream, and then was music, like, I think this is the latest I've ever ended up starting stream. I don't think, I didn't realize what time it was. I think we'll start playing Deltarune tomorrow. I'm sorry. I don't feel mentally in the right headspace to start playing a silly game. A silly game that I've heard Chapter 3 starts to get darker and more serious, so I don't think I'm in the right mental state to start playing it and take in, like, new information and new characters. And do all the voice acting. I've got to come up with new voices. It was not too bad doing the last 2 chapters because I'd played them before, so I just used the same voices I came up with before. It's hard to give a character a voice straight away when I don't know their personality yet. With the previous chapters, I'd already played them on my own, so by the time I went to replay them on stream, I already knew what they were all about, you know. I'll probably start the game tomorrow. I'll start it tomorrow. I really hope getting back into streaming more isn't gonna delay the cookie stickers too much. But I want to keep streaming. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to me today. Maybe I exerted myself too much yesterday. I did push myself through a lot of understimulation yesterday to get those stickers done. I don't know. I always feel like I don't have an excuse to, like, feel shitty some days, and I know that's stupid because I know with anyone else I wouldn't say the same thing, and I can hear Julia being like, it's okay. I probably just exerted myself yesterday. I'm like, I shouldn't exert myself from doing 15 things in a day. But I have silly brain, so maybe that's what happened. I don't know. If I would have stopped, yeah, if I would have stopped playing the game now, we get 30 minutes of gameplay, and that feels ridiculous to play for 30 minutes and then cliffhanger it until tomorrow. So, where'd I put my phone? Let me see who is live. Oh, Julia just made a good point on Discord that I forgot about. I should actually do that. Which is, yeah, Artfight, the first day or two, the website always ends up crashing and lagging because of how many people are accessing the site, right? And, so if you do have characters you really want to draw in that first week or so, or that first few days, maybe save references of them to your computer. I hadn't done that yet. I was like, I saw Julius being like, I'm gonna save references, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna save references, I'll just open Artfight. But no, I kind of forgot, no, Artfight will probably be down. So I should do that. I should probably go save them. I'm just gonna quit out of Deltarune. Kinda goofed up, huh? Let me, No, I mean, I've done plenty of just chatting. I know we're in the just chatting category. For anyone new, that's because if you stream in the Undertale or Deltarune category, sadly, mean, probably children, possibly adults, but probably children, will come into your chat and harass you, because sadly, that's a good chunk of the Undertale and Deltarune fandom. I just wasn't planning on this being a just chatting stream, so it feels like a failure in my mind. How is life? I think the moment that the moment that I'd been muted for 20 minutes, the stream was fucked. I'm sorry, that really broke my mood. God, I'm still not used to the Twitch mobile update. I don't use the app a lot. No, I'm not gonna raid out because I don't feel great. I'm gonna have a little troll through Artfire. Hopefully they fix all the images and stuff soon. That's what I can do on streams over there. I'll get Rudolph up on Artfire. Oh, sorry, the background music. Oh, I know why it's too loud. I know why it's too loud. I'm sorry. It's because I had it set differently for when I was streaming in Discord. Did Julia put her profile code onto Artfight? I wanted to show the people. She has. She's redecorated. Whoa. All of these little crystals. There we go. Oh, you did the little wow, my brain. The bunny-eared ghost head. The oil tongue out. My goodness. Julia Boo. 80% only Revengeance, reds, pinks, purples. Is that what you're trying to do for this year? Are you trying? Because again, with Artfight, the team names and theme are never. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking change the title of the stream. The teams have names, but that's just so that they're called something more interesting than Team 1 and Team 2. It does not mean that you can only draw crystals or fossils. Like, when it was 2023 was Team Vampire versus Team Werewolf, you did not have to only draw vampires and werewolves. You could draw whatever. They were just fun names. But some people do like to try and draw on theme, but most people don't. You don't have to. That's never been part of the rules. But is that Julia's own little goal? You're gonna stick to pinks, reds, and purples? Well, aren't you lucky that Vlad wears red? Just as I always draw Bellano every year, which is one of Julia's characters, Julia always draws Vlad, one of my characters, every year. I've been told I have to do the first attack this year. Last year, because we want to get a good chain going, because you can attack someone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and get a long chain. Our chain last year would have been one longer if I could have posted my attack first. I drew my attack first. I got it done before Julia got her first one done. But Artfight wasn't working. The site just wasn't responding. I couldn't upload anything. So I went to bed. And while I was asleep, the site came back online and Julia got to upload hers that she drew afterwards before I got to upload mine. What? We got to chain level 5. Let's see if we can do more than that. And what that means is, like, I attacked Julia. I think that makes it chain level. Does that make it chain level 1 or chain level 0? I don't remember. And then every time you go back and forth like that, it adds to the chain. And when Artfight's over, Artfight will have like a news post where they randomly pick some different people's art. And like say like, here's our staff members' top 9 traditional art, here's our staff members' top 9 digital art from this year. Although, I never really love when they do that, because I feel like it just makes you feel bad if you don't get picked. Also, in some of the previous years, they've picked like people who were like friends of staff team members, so I'm always a bit like, about those. But they also like, show like, here's the attack that earned the most points. Usually it's always like a really long animation that someone's done with like 100, 200 different characters in, you know, they've fully animated. And whoever's had the longest chain going back and forth, which I think the other year it was just people who were doing like just little headshot doodles back and forth. Obviously some of the pictures aren't loading because Artfight is broken right now. So is the first one? The first one is level 0. Okay, yeah, the first one classed as level 0. Boy, I can't be able to say it. Look, if you see any animation meme, 99% chance whoever started that animation meme trend, it was a Warrior Cats animation. Wow. Refresh the page is working sometimes for me, but not every. It's so weird seeing that the attack button's here, you just can't use it yet. But it's here. It's just grayed out, but it's there. Oh god, it's there now. Just waiting. Always waiting, watching, always watching, judging. But yeah, if anyone is curious about Artfight, if you want to, you can be a spectator. You can make an account and you don't have to join a team. That will make you you can choose to be a spectator, so you can still see things that other people make, because you won't be able to view everything on the site unless you have an account. If you just want to see but you're not sure if you want to take part, you can be a spectator. You don't have to join a team. If you'd like people to draw for you but you don't know if you have the time to draw for anyone else, you can still sign up and join a team anyway, and maybe someone will attack you if you share your profile with your friends. Like, oh yeah, no, never mind. I was like, yeah, they have like really nice explanations and guides that have photos illustrating them. Oh, all the photos are oh, there they are. Okay, yeah, sometimes refreshing is working. So if you click on help at the top and then about, rules, FAQ, attack characterization and filtering guide, those are going to be explain everything better for you than I possibly could. But you can see like, so Artfight started, these are the ones that were on Artfight started like a forum before it had artfight.net. So these are like the old ones, and then 2016 is the first time that it was done on artfight.net. It had 7,000 users, and then in 2017 there was 26,000 users like participating on the teams. 2018 there was 38,000, 2019 there was 70,000, 2020 there was 100,000, 2021 147,000, 2022 200,000, 2023 250,000, 2024 400,000. Expect probably more than that this year. I think last year it doubled. It got like 200,000 before because of TikTok. But you know, Artfight's a small little event run by a small group of people. I know you might be like, 400,000 a lot of people participate. It is, but they weren't expecting it to go up that much. But it is ultimately a very small group of people running this. That are just little independent people making a fun little website. So it will inevitably, probably. They say every year that they fixed it and it won't crash on July 1st this year. It will. So if you want to join a team, get signed up before July 1st, because if you try and sign up on July 1st, if you try and sign up the day before even, it just might not be working. Or every page might be taking an hour to load, so maybe get yourselves in there early, even if you're not sure if you'll be able to take part. There's no harm in signing up and then just not drawing anything, you know. Every year that I join, I normally can't draw anything in that final week because I always have Comic-Con in the final week. So that final week, I might not be drawing that much. Which is always a shame. And then I didn't get much drawn, especially the first year I participated. Things happened, like IRL bad events happened. So sadly, a lot of the time my art fight plans get derailed. Last year went okay. Hopefully this year goes okay. There's a bunch more characters on here than there were last year. New for this year. Who's new for this year? Lucian, Lysander. It's their first year on here. They existed last year, but I hadn't drawn them yet. Hawthorne did exist last year, and also I'd drawn him, so... OCs who are new for this year, who haven't been on Art Fight before, we got Johann and Matthias. We got Lucian and Lysander. Eric's had a redesign. Adams had a redesign. I think actually he was on Art Fight the year before last, and then he wasn't on it all last year, and now he's back but been redesigned. Maury's new, Bongle's new, Spade's new. Mars and Rail are new. August is new, Lucifer's new. Solus has had a redesign. Not a major redesign, but a little bit. My 2 Cookie Run OCs are new. That's it. Some of the old ones you might notice, some people have been removed. Such as the Way of Life. But yeah, those ones are all new. I'll get Rudolph on after stream, and then he'll also be new. But yeah, everyone else here was here last year. But obviously, some people, like, will do little hearts or stuff next to the character's name and be like, the more hearts next to the name, the more I want you to draw them. I don't really want to do that. You could draw whoever you want, and I'll be happy no matter who you draw. But also, if you draw someone who's never got any attacks before, or if you draw anyone who's new for this year, that probably will make me more emotional. a little extra emotional, especially if you draw any of the couples together, especially August and Lucifer. But yeah, any of the couples together always makes me like, oh my goodness, because I'm a sap. I'm a big old sap. My attack ratio went down so much last year. You guys attacked me too much. Your attack ratio is like, oh right, yeah, it's changed now. Your battle ratio, sorry, is how many times people have attacked you versus how many times you've attacked other people. So your attacks versus your defenses. A defense is like something that an attack that someone made for you, right? And I couldn't keep up. So for example, if 10 people attack you and you attack 10 people, then your ratio is at 100% because you drew as many things for other people as people drew for you. If 10 people attack you and you attack 5 people, or not 5 people, but if you get 10 drawings and you give out 5 drawings, then you have a 50% ratio. Mine's at like 37%. It was getting up there. Then lots of people got me last year. I didn't expect how many people got me last year. Thank you. I think it's because last year the Discord server had expanded so much throughout by the time Art Fight last year rolled around. And it's even more so this year. I think we'll have more people participating in Discord this year than we did the year before. Honestly, I've looked forward to Art Fight a lot more since Discord's been more active and we've talked more about it in there. It gets exciting, I think. Getting to see us all cheering each other on. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Sorry. I'll try this again tomorrow. I'll get Rudolph a ref sheet made. Obviously, I won't have the... I do have a full body, so we can use that. There might not be much on it. It might just be that full body because obviously I've only drawn him the one time. That's not true. I've drawn him twice. We'll see if I can crop the first drawing I did of him. I forgot the first art I did of him was not safe for work. We'll see if we can at least copy it. Because honestly, I much prefer how the not safe for work drawing looks over his thumbnail art. Because I just think I do his face better in the not safe for work drawing. I don't know what art juice I was drinking that day, but that drawing came out real nice. I'm really happy with it. We'll see if I can crop any of that. To be allowed. But yeah, what's the countdown? It's on the homepage, and then I'll probably freak out. 1 week, 23 hours, 18 minutes, and 25 seconds until Art Fight starts. Are you ready? I'm not. I don't actually think there's anyone else who I really wanted a ref sheet done for. I mean, that's not true. I ideally wanted all of my Monster Boy Band OCs done. There's 2 more audio OCs I have ideas for that I haven't started making yet, because Barnaby and Solus and Rudolph all happened, which are old OCs I already have, who've now become audio OCs. You... messing my plans up. But no, I think every character that I wanted on there is on there. At least everyone that I wanted to get on there recently. Obviously the Monster Boy Band isn't, but I haven't finished designing them, so. Other than Rudolph, I think that's it for for what new characters are going up. Oh, it's in a week. Oh no. Oh no. I feel like January through March took like 5 years, and then March to June, soon to be July, was like 2 seconds. I don't know what happened there. But I mean, if time's going by really fast, that means as soon I'll get to see Julia. But, ugh, I really thought I'd be moved by now. Yeah, I will try and see you guys tomorrow to actually get started on Deltarune, and hopefully I do it. What I'm gonna do tomorrow is pack up all my Etsy orders, but I actually got way less than usual this week. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. So that won't take very long. I'll take like an hour at most. Yeah, and then we'll see if I get a couple cookies drawn and then eat and then Deltarune. I will say the timer is an accurate timer. It's not local to your time zone, it's local to Art Fight's time zone, which is either Central or Mountain time, I think. So it won't be starting at, 1 in the morning in your time zone. It'll be starting when that timer hits 0, which might be in the middle of the day for you. It used to say the time zone here, now it just says 12:44 p.m. I don't know what time zone that is. It's not. I know they're not in Pacific. It's Central or Mountain, I'm pretty sure. Could be. I always thought it was Central, but then this up here said Mountain, said MDT or whatever. So something like that. Yes. So hopefully I'll start streaming at 1 p.m. tomorrow, 2 p.m. at the latest. What is that in your time zone? I don't know where you live. Pacific time, that's like, 5 in the morning. So if Pacific time, around 5 or 6 in the morning is when I'll be starting streaming tomorrow. Sorry if that's too early for you. I'm in the UK. I start stream at lunchtime for me, and then I finish at dinner time. So I have lunch right before stream, and then I have dinner right after. I can't stream after dinner because I still live with my parents and my sibling, and my parents come up to bed at like between 9 and 10 p.m. So I can't be streaming at that time because they're sleeping. So I can't do after. Once I move out, I could stream later in the day. And I don't stream any earlier in the day because then you definitely wouldn't be awake. I mean, not that I'm expecting people to be awake at 5 a.m. either. You know, if that is awkward for you because you're in Pacific time, sorry, that is the time that works for me. You can always catch up on what you miss. If you want to, you don't have to. Yeah. Audio tonight is Arden. Wednesday's Loki. Saturday is Black Sapphire Cookie. Haven't recorded it yet. I'll be recording it on Thursday. I would have loved to record it last week. Or this week just gone, but it was too fucking hard. I didn't get as many audios recorded as usual. I managed to get like I think 1 commission recorded and 2 regular audios recorded. Because if I'm recording, I've got to not only close the door and shut myself in here, but also turn off the fan and also close the window because there was a lot of noise going on outside. I was dying. So usually that's fine, but not with the temperatures we're at. Even for a 20-minute recording session, I was like, no. So hopefully I can catch up in the next couple weeks if it doesn't be crazy hot. That would be nice. Because at least when I stream I can have the fan on, because normally the sound of the game drowns it out, but I can't have the fan on when I'm recording the ASMR. Yes. So I shall try and see you guys tomorrow, unless like I wake up and I feel like absolute crap, but hopefully tomorrow. Get Rudolph on Art Fight, and then I guess cookies for the rest of the day. And maybe a call with Julia, and maybe watch the new Power Hour. The new Power Hour looks like they're quizzing each other, and I sure love quizzes. I might know the answers. We will see. So hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Sorry for no Deltarune. Haven't reviewed it tonight. Yes, I will try and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.